There is no better way for us to start this time together than to hear directly from the person who has given all of us this vision, who has given all of us the clarity of our purpose to make people better and to do it in a big and spectacular way to sort of kick us off as united leadership team. Please welcome our founder and CEO, Jeff Olson.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Okay, sorry, this is a little bit different controls than our normal Zoom. Hey, everybody, congratulations for, number one, earning your way onto this call. Actually, congratulations, number two, for what we're going to do with this information. I've seen the content that's going to come out these next 3 days, and I can't think of no better group to take this information, but more importantly, take it to the people who are looking for the hope and the direction that we can give them. And we really are a very blessed company. I won't go into that. I've been saying that to you guys a lot for the last few months, but we're a blessed company to be in the right place at the right time. We have, started building this model 9 years ago to be sitting in such a great place, considering the moment in time we are in our society, and it's unprecedented, and it's even, I think, going to go to even more unprecedented places. And we are positioned to not only just survive it, but thrive it. So you are the leaders here, and this really is, as Amber said, the tipping point. And I believe we're going to go into momentum like we haven't seen in a long time. I think we're going to build a company unlike we've ever experienced within the time of Neora. So congratulations for being part of that. The goal here is for you to, number one, become a great receiver of information, but your goal is really to take this out and become a transmitter of this information to your organization. And we're going to have one of these down the road, and you're going to want to bring back other people who become EDs. So think about that. Who are the people in your organization that you're going to turn into an ED with your leadership, with the information you're going to learn? So what we're asking you to do is be present in the moment. These 3 days, be buckled in and take it seriously, because this is your future, okay? And so like I said, you're not here just to be a receiver, you're to be a transmitter. You've heard me say this over and over, so I don't want to waste too much time there, but your goal is to take this back and not only communicate to your organization, but to educate and train your organization how to use the information, and then to motivate them in the activity. And the best way to do that is be there to do it with them. I always think that when you work in the business with somebody versus on the business with somebody, working in it is doing it with them. That's when you're the greatest teacher, the greatest mentor, okay? Tonight is a very, very important, in my opinion, the most important evening of the 3 nights. Many people, if they're, might think it's not, because most people spend their lives saying, you just tell me how to do it and I'll do it. It's the hows. And I'll tell you, it's not the hows, it's how you do the hows. And, you always hear me talk about great companies, great people, are people who are driven by philosophy. Philosophy is everything you know, how you hold it, and how it affects what you do. When you have good philosophies, which comes from the books you read, podcasts you listen to, people you associate with, events like this, that forms your philosophy, okay? When you have good philosophies, that creates a powerful attitude, a positive attitude, and then that actions work, that hows work. And the hows don't work, it's not the hows, it's how you're doing the hows. What you have to really do is step back and look at your philosophies. Look at what you're feeding your mind. Look at the attitude you have. Look at the associations that you let influence you. And that's what you're part of right here. That's what the first part of it's about tonight, is your mindset, okay? And your mindset is your philosophy, which creates your attitude, which sets up how you do your house. And you might hear about goals. Goals sets up your mindset, sets up your direction. You hear about dream boards, that gives you a visual, things that you're driving for. You hear the word affirmations, repeating to yourself constantly what you want, so you can get your brain to focus on the things you want and not the things you don't want. You hear the word prayer. All those things are a form of prayer, because prayer is put out there what you want and looking for guidance. And quite honestly, desire has been said to be a form of prayer, because desire, when you want something, that is you now are affirming to the world, to your God, what you want, okay? It really all comes down to one word I've been talking about a lot, is thought. Thought is, if you study energy, people think the most powerful source of energy is nuclear energy, thermal energy, electricity. It's not. You know what it is? It's thought. It's the far most powerful form of energy there is. Matter of fact, physical energy is the weakest form of energy there is. So your mindset is more powerful than anything that you might think is out there that is powerful. And guess who controls it? You. You control that mindset. You control your thoughts. And that's why you can control your destiny, okay? You're going to get a lot of hows. But we want to make sure you got the how to do the hows, okay? I have a few minutes. I didn't know if I was going to do this today or not, but there's a book I've been reading. I've been reading a lot of books lately, and I want to share a couple of quick paragraphs, okay? It's called The Three Phases of Mind. And the first paragraph is just about we are most familiar with conscious phase of mind. Indeed, this is the phase of mind that is most personal. With the conscious phase of mind, we actively notice the outer world, think, reason, make decisions, form beliefs, judge ourselves and persons, and the outer world. The conscious mind connects with this material world and does many things. It's the smallest phase of mind where it operates only in the present moment and only when a person is awake and aware. That's your conscious mind. That's what's here right now, okay? Then it goes, the subconscious mind, the subconscious phase mind is much greater, and it always operates where it contains the blueprint and operating structures for the human body. We do not consciously keep our hearts beating, blood circulating, our lungs breathing, nor do we consciously mend cuts on our skin or knit broken bones. These are functions of the subconscious phase of mind, which also run all biochemical processes of the body. In addition, the subconscious phase of mind is the memory bank. It records all the voluntary muscle actions that we learn, so that once we have learned to walk, ride a bike, type, or play the piano, the subconscious mind does most of the work, and we do not have to think about each part of the action. As a memory bank, the subconscious mind also records all impressions of which we are not fully conscious, plus every thought we ever think, every word we ever speak, and every action we ever perform. The moment we think a thought or say a word, that the thought or word goes into the memory bank. The more often we think the thought or say the word, the more firmly it is set in the memory bank. In addition to all the foregoing work, the subconscious mind is in charge of our feelings and emotions. When strong feelings are connected with memories, the memories are particularly powerful and can influence the way the conscious phase of mind responds to events and presents that reasonable and powerful memories. And it goes on and on. I just want to give you a concept of this God-given beautiful thing you have called your subconscious mind. That all it wants you, the only thing it knows how to do is what you tell it to do. It doesn't think. It only does what the conscious brain tells it to do, what you are in control of. So when you put out their mindset, when you put out their goals, when you put out their dream boards, when you put out their affirmations, when you put out their prayer, when you put out their desire, you're telling your subconscious mind what it wants. And guess what it does then? It goes, I obey what you ask me to do. And it will now just seek out those things. They call that the reticulator in your brain. You have a part of your brain called reticulator. And once it is told what to do, it looks for it. And once it sees it, it keeps finding it. That's why if you buy a car, all of a sudden you see that car everywhere because now your reticular brain starts seeing that. So when you have a mindset, when you have goals, when you have dream boards, when you have affirmations, when you have prayer, you now have told your subconscious mind what it wants. Your reticular kicks in, and that's all it looks for. Guess what it does? It blocks all that negative stuff. You quit watching that stuff on TV. You quit listening to the negative person, and you all start focusing on things that serve what you want, okay? That's what tonight is all about. This is so important because if you don't have this down, I don't care how well you learn the hows won't work. It's not how you do, it's not the hows, it's how you do the hows. And that's what tonight is all about. Your mindset, your outlook. The one thing, your conscious brain that you have 100% control over, and the only boss that your subconscious brain, this powerful thing is just memorizing every word you've ever said. And it's just sitting there waiting to be told, it's waiting for you to tell what it wants. And when you have the right mindset, guess what happens? Things start to happen. It's like I've found when I pray, I found when I set goals, that all of a sudden life starts rearranging itself. Things start happening that I can never plan of. Things start happening I never knew existed to align and give me what I wanted, because guess what I did? I talked to that most beautiful God gift I got, and it's my subconscious brain. And they gave it direction. That's called mindset. That's what tonight is all about. It's the foundation that you build the house on. We're going to talk about how to build the house. Quite honestly, all of you already know how to build a house. We're just going to teach you how to build a house better, okay, and faster. But more importantly, teach other people how to build a house so you can have a neighborhood, so you can have a village when we come back together the next time, okay? So with that, I'm going to get out of the way. I'm just going to enjoy these next 3 days. I'm so proud of our leadership because they really have come together synergistically across all lines, one team, one dream, to give you this content. And not only to give you this content now, to go out and be one team, one dream, and hook arm to arm and build together, knowing that all the ships rise together and to get, collectively all be successful, every one of us can be even more successful. Okay, so with that, Amber, I'm gonna give it back to you. Let's have a beautiful, beautiful evening and a beautiful next 3 days. Congratulations for being here. I look forward to the future with you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I can't think of a better way for us to start this event that gets us right in the right mindset.